All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Heat number one. Dave Holmberg, Becky Snodgrass on the front row. Ray Mullendorf and Brian Hewitt have the second row. Scott Snodgrass, Ryan McDaniel on the third row. John Brancaccio, Kirk Marble on the fourth. And John Barry rounds out heat number one. And we're about to find out, get an idea of what tonight's racing is going to look like. Dave Holmberg did not take to the grid. Ray Mullendorf should pull up next to Becky here in a moment. Would be awesome to see Becky get her first heat win here tonight. One more time around, pace car about to pull in. And here we go, pace car about to head into pit road. There he goes. Green flag is in the air, heat number one at Southern National underway. Becky way up the track as Mullendorf takes the lead, but Scott all over the bump. Big wreck back behind. Looks like a 5-car breakaway. Ryan McDaniel has gone to pit road. As I think Becky has also taken it in. Scott out front, Mullendorf in second. But John Barry fighting by to take second place. Barry looking for the heat win here tonight. Kirk Marble back in sixth, just set the fastest lap so far, trying to pull back up on the field. Brian Hewitt now up into third, Mullendorf back in fourth. Brancaccio in fifth. Scott still out front. Barry looking for a way by. 3 to go. It's gonna get close and Becky may come into play. This may come down to if Becky is happy or unhappy with Scott if she lets him by. Becky's staying up high. Top two go down underneath. Here they come. White flag one more time around. Barry has one more shot at it. He looks low down the backstretch. Deep into turn 3, it'll be a drag race and Scott pulls off the win. John Barry comes home a very close second. On to heat number 2, Brad Ronning and Andrew Jones have the front row. Dean Buck and Adam Clark on the second. Vern Spring, James Wagner on the third. David Lux, Matt Moniak on the fourth. Edmund Jones rounds out the field for heat 2. Brad Ronning and Andrew Jones do not take the grid. Dean Buck, Adam Clark move up. Both drivers just joining Jones BS Racing this season, looking to make a name for themselves. If Heat 1 is any indicator, we're about to see even more great side-by-side action. Pace car heads in. Green flag is in the air. Heat 2 underway. Adam Clark up on the high side, but Dean Buck pulls out. They are trying to wreck back behind, and they are 3 wide coming through 3 and 4. The Maniac up the middle. Buck is around. The Maniac goes to the lead. James Wagner in second, looking underneath Matt for the lead now. Vern Spring right behind in third, looking for the mistake, and it'll put him up front. Edmund Jones right behind. James Wagner has taken the lead, but Moniak fighting back on the bottom. And it is side by side up front. Vern Spring now trying to hold off Edmund Jones for third. And it is a dogfight all over this track tonight. Oh, the leaders get together. Moniak goes back. Edmund Jones is around. James Wagner is gonna run away with it. Here comes Vern. Holy cow, what a wild turn of events. James Wagner has a 9/10 of a second lead. Only 4 cars left on the lead lap. Whoa! Moniak got into him. Vern Spring will get the win. Okay. Vern Spring picking up his first heat win of the season. Richie, I don't know. I'm likely going to have to save this replay and maybe make a short of heat number 2. All right, here we go. Heat 3, Brandon Murphy and Steven Seams on the front row. Frank Hughes, Dominic Hughes on the second row. Ed Jones, Austin Minute on the third row. Cody Kennedy and Chris Melton round out the field for Heat 3. And it looks like we've got a driver that can't get going. Brandon Murphy can't get the car moving. No, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Richie. Jason, you're definitely right on that one, buddy. Steven Seams, Frank Hughes Jr. now on the front row. And Brandon Murphy has gone into pit road, as has the pace car. Here we go, green flag, heat number 3 underway. Frank Hughes sends it deep through 1 and 2 to get the, holy cow! Ed Sr. around already. Hey, thanks, Carly. Austin Minute in second, Steven Seams in third, Dominic Hughes in fourth. Cody Kennedy right there in fifth, trying to fight forward. Austin Minute has just about caught the back bumper of Frank Hughes. Steven Seams loose out of 4, holds on to it, but Cody Kennedy shoots by to take third. And we've got the battle on for the lead. Frank Hughes, Austin Minute side by side. Minute may have the run here. Hughes fights back up top. Three to go. While these two are side by side, Cody Kennedy is closing in. Cody gained a couple tenths of a second. He has almost caught this lead battle. They are still side by side with a lap car ahead. Brandon Murphy may come into play. White flag in the air. Minute now has the lead, but Cody Kennedy right behind. Not close enough, though, to do anything into the final turn. And Austin Minute pulls off the win. That one, all of the heats have just gotten more and more exciting every single time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go in the feature. It's going to be Donald Bennett Jr. and Andrew Thornton up front. Scott Snodgrass, Vern Spring on the second row. Austin Minute, John Barry at the third. Adam Clark, Frank Hughes Jr. on the fourth row. And Brian Hewitt, James Wagner round out your top 10. Cody Kennedy in 11th, next to John Brancaccio in 12th. Edmund Jones 13th, Chris Melton 14th, Kirk Marble in 15th. The Maniac starts in 16th. Steven Seams in 17th, Ray Mullendorf 18th. Dean Buck in 19th, and Dominic Hughes starts 20th. Becky Snodgrass, David Lux, Ed Sr., and Ryan McDaniel Brandon Murphy and Andrew Jones round out the field. Dave Holmberg, Brad Ronning, do not take the grid. Well, we saw things getting wild in the heat. How wild will they get here in the feature? Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. The feature is underway at Southern National. How long before this race starts getting bumpy? David Lux has already had a problem as we've got some 3 wide going on in the middle and the back of the pack. And caution! Caution is out on lap 2. Our first caution of the night. See if we can see a couple of incidents that happened. David Lux on the start just can't get the car to turn. When it finally does, it... Oh! Well, he, yeah. Looking mid-pack at Cody Kennedy, looks like said the outside car just started coming down. Everybody goes down to the fence. Richie, I have a feeling this race is gonna get good. Jason, I'm sure he's got a couple of 55-gallon drums in the pits just in case. Don't forget, folks, right after this race, they will pack up the mini stocks, unload the late models, and go at it again here at Southern National as they stack up and get ready for the green. All right, here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Richie, I may need some before it's all said and done, buddy. Andrew Thornton sitting in second. Donald Minute Jr. trying to get away. The battle is on. Back behind, Scott Snodgrass battling with Frank Hughes Jr. And back behind that is just a mess of guys trying to move forward. Kirk Marble already up. Whoa, caution is back out. Steven seems involved. Looks like this one is gonna get bumpy. Seems they're in the 98 on the bottom. Oh, Seems just pushes up. Comes across the nose of the O2 and then another car catches it. I believe that is John Brancaccio that caught a piece of it at the last moment. Yep, John catches it, drives it on its left, and gets her back down. Brancaccio came to pit road. Lux and Seams both still on pit road. Heartbreak for Lux, who has had a great start to this season. Everybody stacks back up, ready for the green. And here we go. Pace car drops in. Green flag back in the air. Everybody nose to tail, side by side. Donald Minute Jr. unable to break away. This time, Andrew Thornton on the high side. Back in the middle of the pack, everybody making moves. Look at the moves. Cody Kennedy just shot from the high side down to the bottom, trying to make his way forward. Dominic Hughes just ahead. Brandon Murphy on the move, started 26th, already up to 10th as he comes by Vern. But now he's in the thick of it, up here in the top 10, as everybody is nose to tail, side by side. It's gonna take a mistake by one of these drivers. Whoa! Almost got one. Donald Minute Jr. got a little squirrely coming out of 2, and Andrew Thornton secures the lead. Jason, I have never heard that phrase before, buddy, but I'm stealing it. Frank Hughes Jr., Donald Minute Jr. side by side. Now they're going to go 3 wide as Austin Minute looks underneath. Close call going into 3. Edmund Jones on the high side trying to get by Austin. Kirk Marvel, Scott Snodgrass right behind as well. Whoa, big checkup. Brandon Murphy perfectly positioned, picks a couple more spots up. Frank Hughes Jr. now up into 2nd. Andrew's got a couple of car lengths between him and 2nd. Caution is out. Vern Spring involved. There's Vern in the middle, 3 wide. Cody backs out of it, but Vern pushes up. Comes across the nose of another car and slams into the wall. The blimp a little high to get a look at that one. But Vern comes across the nose of Ryan McDaniel. Slams the driver's side into the wall. That is a hard hit. Andrew Thornton still holds the lead just past the halfway point, but now he'll have Frank Hughes Jr. restarting beside him. It is worth noting that the green flag flies almost the moment the pace car hits pit road. That means the restart zone is very small and very little time to react or get any kind of advantage on the restart. Should get 1 to green this time by. Everybody stacks up side by side. And here we go. Pace car is in. Green back in the air. 22 laps to go. The inside line looked like it might have had a little checkup going into turn one. But out back there, trying to get 3 wide yet again. Cody Kennedy making his way up to 11th now. Kirk Marble, whoa there, 3 wide out of turn 4. Kirk holds the high line and stays with it. Donald Minute Jr. slipping back into 6th. We have seen far more 3 wide than I would have expected here tonight as Frank Hughes Jr. is fighting for the lead. Austin Minute, Kirk Marble, Edmund Jones, all right there, along with Donald Minute Jr. Frank Hughes Jr., though, keeps the nose ahead, and he has Brittany cheering him on here tonight. Welcome, Brittany. That outside line, the momentum off the turn seems to be paying off. Andrew Thornton trying to send it as deep as he can. Frank almost getting the wall out of turn 2 that time. Back behind, Scott Snodgrass now in the lead pack. Chris Melton closing in, as is Brandon Murphy. Brandon currently the biggest mover in the field, up 17 spots in the 9th. Caution! Caution is out. Ed Sr. involved. Let's see what happened this time to bring the caution out. Ed back there in the 38. He just gets turned around by Hewitt. Almost got it straightened out. Vern had nowhere to go. And that car, oh, he has problems getting to pit road. The car is badly damaged. Wow. Jason Coleman cheering on the driver that crosses the line. Foley! Oh my God! Ed Sr. tried to get to pit road. He hit the leader. Wow. Ed Sr.'s car really broken. He couldn't even get it drove onto pit road. It was so beat up. Jason, I don't think wild is a strong enough statement. It doesn't help trying to get to pit road that there is a little bit of a hump. You have to drive up to get onto pit road. It unsettles the car there in the turn. And as we saw, it has a very dramatic effect, especially if your car is already broke. Hopefully Frank's car, I do not see any damage on it. Hopefully that did not have any impact as we're about to go back to green with less than 10 to go. Pace car is in, green back in the air. Frank gets a perfect restart. Gets it down to the bottom. Edmund Jones coming by Andrew on the high side. Donald Minute Jr. right behind. Austin Minute is there. Kirk Marble. Dominic Hughes back behind trying to fight his way through. Scott Snodgrass right there in ninth. Andrew Thornton in the fight. Frank Hughes in trouble. Caution. Caution is back out with 4 to go. We will go to a green-white checker. Looks like the chaos may have continued as well. We'll try and get a look. There's Frank Hughes up top. Andrew looking back underneath. Can't get a run. Edmund makes it 3 wide. Oh, Edmund ends up in the quarter panel. Frank gets straightened out. Kirk Marble gets sent to pit road. Holy cow. Watch Kirk Marble there on the bottom in the 65. There's the contact. Kirk almost makes it, but ends up slamming the pit road wall. You know, we talked about it pre-race. These cars can do a lot of beating and banging. They have definitely proved it out here tonight. Doors have been rubbed. Bumpers have been smacked. Now, don't forget, folks, this is just the first race of the night. We still have the late models to come. And we'll definitely be saving this replay to make some extra shorts this week. You could be right there, Jason. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, especially YouTube, where we'll have a lot of YouTube shorts coming out of this one. All right, lights are out. Green, white, checkered. Pace car is in. Here they go. 2 to go at the line. Thornton and Austin Bennett side by side. Who's it going to be? Edmund Jones lurking, and Chris Melton has fought his way up. Scott Snodgrass wide into the wall. White flag is out. And they are slamming doors for the win. Several incidents back behind. It's a drag race out of 4. And Andrew Thornton pulls off the win. Austin Minnick comes home in second. Edmund Jones in third. Before we talk to the drivers, there were a couple of incidents on that last lap. Starting with James Wagner, we see Scott go wide. They are briefly 5 wide. Wagner ends up in the wall. Adam Clark also gets a piece of it as they're spinning up ahead. Clark goes to the high side, can't avoid it. And John Brancaccio in the middle as they just bump. Waller 3 wide. That sends Brancaccio up the track. All right, let's talk to our top 3, starting with Edmund. Edmund, yeah, that was a wild one.
Yeah, so tonight's the first time I've actually ran the mini stocks basically at all, and they're a load of fun. I don't know what happened there at the end. I mean, I had a run on Clark, and it was either I left hook him or I put it 3 wide, and I didn't want to wreck him, and next thing you know, I'm getting squeezed in the middle. So I don't know what happened with it. That's going to definitely be under review. And I know Lux is our race control for the mini stocks this season. He volunteered and he made a call. We're going to take a look at it. And if need be, I'll give up the 3rd spot. You know, if it's on me, it's on me. But it was a heck of a race. I mean, I was really hoping to get up there on Andrew's bumper, but just didn't get the run there at the end.
Well, still a great finish, buddy. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
Edmund Jones comes home 3rd. Austin Minnick comes home in 2nd. Austin, was there any position on the track that you weren't in at some point tonight?
No, sir. It was pretty stressful up front today.
It definitely was. I know you guys were really leaning on each other. Things got rough a few times, but you managed to hold on and pull off a 2nd place finish. That was one heck of a run.
Yeah, I was trying to throw it in there for the win, but that didn't happen this time.
Still an awesome finish and an awesome run tonight, buddy. Congratulations. That was great stuff.
Thank you, sir.
And finally, our winner, Andrew Thornton, back in victory lane. Andrew, you're back in victory lane. It's been a bit, but a great win, a great finish, and man, you had your hands full.
Man, these mini stocks are ruthless and toothless, ain't they?
I'm telling you, it got bumpy up there a few times.
Yeah, man. For the most part, I mean, there was a lot of beating and banging, a lot of left side loving and right side romance. But man, especially there at the end, that last green-white checkered was rough. I got pinned to the bottom, and Minute was fast, and I just did everything I could to not squeeze him there at the end. And it seemed like coming into 3 and 4, I felt like I got shoved down to the apron a little bit, but I can't turn the wheel any harder left.
Well, still, you came home in a great win, a great way to get the season off to the right start, man. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, Doug.
Hey, good evening, Onyx. Thank you, buddy. And thank you guys so much. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a few minutes with the late models here at Southern National. Holy cow, that's going to get wild. We'll be back in just a moment. Stick around, everybody.